the story that I remember, and I believe this was from 50's point of view, was something like one of 50's friends, like robbed somebody, like you or someone in your crew or something like that.
That's a different story, Vlad. That's a whole different story.
But that led up to the altercation.
That's what he says.
That was 50's version of the story, and he had, I guess, taken your chain, and someone traded him a watch to get your chain back. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I've heard this.
You've heard this story,
and it's foolery. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, this nigga tells. He's good at what he does. He tells stories, and I call him MC Gusto. You ever seen CB4?
CB4, yeah.
That's who he is in real life to me.
So how much of that, which parts of those stories, of that story, actually? It's
very crazy. Like
but
the stories just don't make sense. Like,
okay, so the first part, one of 50's friends was involved in some sort of altercation with you guys. Is that true though?
Here's the real of that story.
Okay.
A dude that I knew, that I fucked with from Southside, came home from jail. Came on my block one night, seen me on my block one night, came to see me, rolled up on me. He was like, yo, Drew, what up? Whatever. They called me Left back then. He was like, yo, Left, what up? And me holler at you for a minute. I'm like, yo, Troy, what up, my nigga? Jumps out, car, we go, walk up the block, we kicking it. He pulls out the burner on me. So now I'm shocked. You know what I'm saying? Because I know him. I fucks with him. So now I'm shocked. So he pulls out the burner on me. He's like, yo, you holding, you strapped? I'm like, nah, I ain't got nothing on me right now. He pat me, whatever. So he's like, yo, you was fucking my girl while I was up north. This, that, and the third. And I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I wasn't fucking your girl. You know what I'm saying? And if that was your girl and I didn't know that was your girl, that's a different situation. I said, but if I'd have known that's your girl, nigga, me and you cool. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a slime ball nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a creep and shit. That's what that was about.
Okay.
So he proceeds to say, yo, give me your chain. But he was like emotionally torn. He was having an emotional moment. Like he had the shaky hand. Like he was in a lover's triangle quarrel type situation. Like he was emotional. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with music, hip hop, rap, none of that. You understand what I'm saying? So now.
So you gave him the chain?
Of course. I said, yeah.
It's a gun in your face?
They got a gun on you, nigga. The nigga with the gun, you know what I'm saying? Is the winner, nigga. Yeah. Hands down. The guy with the gun won. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah. You got the gun, all right, yeah, nigga. Take that, hold on to that, nigga. Okay. Not a problem. You know what I'm saying?
All good. So
now, he runs off down the block. So now I'm like, so what was that just about? Was that about the bitch or was that about the chain? You know what I'm saying? I'm confused now. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, me and my niggas is thorough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. People may not understand it or may not believe with it, but me and my niggas is thorough niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? There's no debate about it. You understand? So anyway, I goes back to the corner. I'm hits my niggas that's on the corner with me. I'm like, yo, y'all didn't see what the fuck just happened, man. This nigga just fucking Troy just fucking got me and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like word, they like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, this nigga too wild, fucking this bitch. So now I'm like, yo, we gonna go over there and, you know what I'm saying, go see these niggas over there on the south side. So before I goes over there, I puts in a call to Black Just and Preem, like, cause that's they little nigga too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yo, where's this stupid nigga at? You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga just came over here and fucking, you know, so this is how this went down. Preem was like, yo, hold on, let me handle this. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's not a big deal. This nigga's, you know what I'm saying? He's in his feelings or whatever. Let me handle it, boo, whoops. Before you and your little niggas come over here and acting crazy. No problem. Mm-hmm. Preem calls me back 15, 20 minutes later. He's like, yeah, I got the nigga. He's over here right now with me. You know what I'm saying? I got your chain. He just came back on the block. I took your chain from him. I got your chain, nigga.
Right.
And that was that. There was no, why I'm gonna trade you. Like Preem is the big homie. This nigga's the little nigga on the block. You understand? We all the little homies on the block. There's no watch involved. So anyway, so I guess the story got back in the hood of what happened, and so 50 used that as his end to have something to say about me. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. But it had nothing to do with him. Like, I didn't even know you know this dude. You know what I'm saying? His story is, I seen him with Troy out and about, and I got mad at him. Like, nigga, you had nothing to do with it. Why would I get mad at the guy next to the guy? You understand what I'm saying? Like, his stories just don't add up. They just don't make sense. But to an outside source looking in, listening, it's like, oh shit, this, people don't know what to believe, so they believe.
Well, sometimes, a lot of times the person with a louder voice is what goes down in history, like, as the story.
This is how it goes sometimes. Sometimes it's like that, So this is the truth of what happened in that situation. Mm-hmm. And then he took this story and used this story to whatever he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. When I look and I listen to all these crazy stories that he tells, I'm like people actually believe this shit. Like, this is crazy. You understand? And it is what it is. I said today I wasn't going to talk about this dude because I hate the fact that every time I do an interview, he has to get brought up in my interview, or vice versa. I hate that we're connected in that way. You know what I'm saying? Because really, we really have nothing in common other than we're from the same neighborhood. That's the only thing that we really have in common. You understand? We're two different, we're two different people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up nigga. He's not. You understand? And that's really the basis of who we are. But people, when you look at him on a whole, you realize that. You understand? He's crossed every nigga that he's ever fucked with. Everybody that's ever gave him a helping hand or was a part of it. He's found a way to backstab these people, from M to Dre to Floyd. Like, everybody that fucked with him, he's found a way to be a backstabbing, fucked up nigga to them, which I think is a testament of who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it seemed at one point like y'all was, not friends or nothing, but it seemed like y'all had kind of moved past it.
I'm past it now. Like, I'm not.
You guys were on the airport. We're what? Like in first class together, like in the same row.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk at all? I mean, not talk, but did you guys acknowledge?
You want the true story?
True story.
I'm on the plane. He comes on the plane. I'm on my phone doing something. So I see like a big dude coming on the plane and shit. So I look up and see who the big dude is, big black dude. And I'm like, okay, looks like some type of security dude, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking now to see who's with the security dude. It's him. You know what I'm saying? So he sees me, I see him. He looks at me, he's like, yo, what up? I'm like, all right, what up? Go back to doing what I'm doing. He goes and sits down in his seat. I'm in my seat. No more words were said, no more nothing, no more anything. You know what I'm saying? Shortly after that, plane took off. I propped up my pillow. You know what I'm saying?
Went to
Took
sleep.
me a nap.
I don't know if I would go to sleep with someone who's a potential enemy around me, but hey, it is what we're different people.
Man, I sleep good, Vlad.
I feel you.
I've been sleeping good, Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I've never been beat up. I've never been stabbed up. I've never been shot up. You know what I'm saying? These are all the things that happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the victim. I'm not a victim. You the victim, nigga. That at the end of the day, that's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a victim, nigga. You the victim. And then I seen an interview with him on Big Boy. And Big Boy and them was like, yeah, because he's telling the story of the airplane situation. Mm-hmm. I kept getting up and walking around and make him nervous and all this crazy shit. I'm laughing. I'm like, you know what? It may be true. I don't know. I was asleep. Like, he may have been getting up, walking. I don't know. I was catching some Z's at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But that just sounds like him further trying to keep his image and, you know, his whatever going. You know, so now I'm listening to the interview and Big Boy and them, they're like, Big Boy and them, they're like, yo, so why would you, why you doing that? They're like, they're like, oh, 50, you're such a bully and this, that, and that, right? So he's like, why? He said, why am I the bully? He said, see, you know what y'all don't understand is y'all don't see the what do you say? The slap before the shot or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't, basically he was trying to say is y'all don't see what happened before I retaliated to all of these situations. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I'm the victim. He's like, I wasn't born with a dimple in my face. That's what he's saying on the radio. He said, I wasn't born with a dimple in my face. You know what I'm saying? He said, I wake up every day looking at the mirror, woo woo. I wasn't born with shots in me. This is what he's saying on the thing. Like he's the victim and I'm the bad guy and he's the victim. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, so now you're the victim. Like, which are you, man? Are you the killer or are you the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Which guy are you, man? And then he's like, Ja, he sits around and he takes credit for a lot of shit that he ain't have nothing to do with. Okay. I never sat around and took credit for anything. When we had our altercation in Atlanta, that's what that was. When we had our altercation at the Hit Factory, nigga, that's what that was. What am I taking credit for? I never said I shot you. You know what I'm saying? I never said I shot you. You said we shot you. You told the feds that. I didn't never said that. You understand? So these are the things when I look at the character of a dude that I'm dealing with, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to play this game no more. I don't want to play the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play that game no more. I'm tired of playing that game. I'm good. I'm a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? I done been to jail, did 2 years in prison, came home. I got a different outlook on life. Mm-hmm. So for me, even having these conversations, it's like, who the fuck cares? Yeah. Vlad, this shit was 10 years old, man.
Well, it seemed like,
you know what I'm saying?
It seemed like y'all had pretty much just agreed to just leave it alone.
I'm in that space still. I'm good.
But then 50 performed that song at
and he says, it was just part of my set list, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, you got a gang of diss records of a lot of rappers that you made.
Mm-hmm. But he played I Smell Pussy.
Right. That's the only record that was hot, that this record that you made that was hot? Or did this come about because Mr. C was playing Ja Rule records in the building that night during set changes? See, these are the things people don't understand and they don't read between lines. So he goes and says that bullshit, but nigga, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You see everything coming back full circle. You seeing people are like, okay, you know what? I don't believe all that shit you saying about Ja. And even if I do, I don't care anymore. I fucks with Ja. And you don't like that. You understand? So, because I'm a smart dude, Vlad. You know what I'm saying? I'm very wise. I see things very clearly. You understand? And I know for a fact that, nigga, you did that record because C was banging Ja Rule records in between fucking the breaks and shit.